Tuesday Hangout. Okay, guys, I tell you, like the old saying, I threw in the towel. This encoded stuff, I've been at it all night long. I've wasted nothing but needless time on something I thought I had done. I give up. This is the way it's going to have to be, guys, until I figure this thing out. Thus far, I got no viewers right now, but anybody out there can see me, hear everything like that, and here. This is how the video is going to go down, guys. It's going to be just like me making a video on my model airplanes, but it's different. It's live. And everybody who tunes in can see me talking and everything, so they can chime right on in. I feel I'm very deeply, truly sorry, fellas, because of all the time I kept you guys in limbo all the time. And I just came down to the final conclusion. I just threw in the towels. And hell with it. I'll just go ahead and make a live hangout right here, and you guys will comment after the video's uploaded and everything. Okay, I got about I got no bites yet, so I should be getting somebody in here in a few minutes. So anyway, guys, this is going to be the Sunday. It's going to be a Tuesday hangout. It's going to be a short hangout. I think I'll run it for about a good hour, or maybe half an hour, maybe, and keep you guys on your toes. I've been working on my camera. I should have it done by this evening. And I got the undercarriage on, as you can see. The flaps are all down. All's left is the ordnance, the Bombay, and the canopy, and the rest of the finishing. And she's ready for the final reveal. It'll be done this evening, guys. I promise you. This be done. They're going to hop on the Vulcan and get that shaken up real good. Make a video of that probably by tomorrow. And after that, let's go ahead and just proceed with the build as follows with the rest of the builds. Yeah, this cam barrel's coming out pretty good. I really enjoy this thing. Got the undercarriage on real well, guys, you can see. Might be able to sit on our legs right now, but I'll still go ahead and keep running back a little while. Let that stuff dry. I'm going to start applying decals next. About the only thing I could possibly do. I'll tell you guys, it's been a waste of 2 days out of starting figure out this encoder jazz. I just don't know what's going on. I just don't know. I got to get something to get my brother. He's on vacation, so he got to be back pretty soon. Aha! I got one viewer. How you doing, buddy? And if you, I'm very sorry whom this could be. And my humblest apologies to you, dear sir. Keep you in limbo for the last 2 or 3 days on this encoder stuff. This works. I do know. I already made 2 or 3 videos doing this form of hangout. Okay, I got 3 viewers. 2 viewers now. So you guys are coming in now. You guys chiming in quite well. Guys, I'm deeply sorry. This chat don't work. I got a padlock up there above my chat board right here. And it has something to do with security with my computer. I'm not ready to take this computer of mine and just pitch out and buy me a brand new one. This thing's only about a year old, and I don't understand why this thing just won't do like everybody else's does. Maybe because I'm computer stupid. I don't know. But I tried my Sunday's finest, guys. I know every one of you guys knew I tried. And I tried. And like I said a while ago, I just threw in the towels and the hell with it. I says, if you're in doubt, stay out. Ask somebody who knows. So my brother gets back from vacation. We'll finally get this thing fired up. And my wife will be coming home today. I'll be picking her up probably about a good half an hour. I'm going to swing by the hospital and see her and pick her up. She's doing good, guys. So I told all you guys, I gave her best wishes and everything, and she's very, very honored, each one of you guys out there. And I'm very grateful too for you guys for your prayers and your thoughts of my wife's well-being. And the phone's ringing right now. You guys give me about 5 seconds. That's my wife calling right now. and we'll get back on this. Give me 5 minutes to look at this. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm very, very truly sorry for the short sabotage I took a while ago. That was my wife calling. She probably be coming home probably later part of this afternoon. I got to go to the bank and then pick up some stuff, so I'll probably do that about a good half an hour or so. So I'm gonna make a short video right here for Tuesday, for the Tuesday Hangout, guys. I'm very sorry. This is a piss poor Hangout right here with no communication with chat, and Lord knows I tried, and so I'm waiting for my brother to get back, and we're going to find out what's going on here. And so I'm getting behind my model building, guys. I got to have a lot done. Being detained on this doggone encoder. So I'm going to leave it be until I get some help. This will work pretty well for me. I'll just treat this as a video. And it's a live video. 4 viewers. How you doing, fellas? Welcome to the chatless Hangout for Tuesday. Man, I tell you. Okay, the camera should have this thing done but tonight. Like I said, I have a final reveal of this. I got ready for the decals next on it. And when the decals all done and all the weathering's all finished on it, I'm going to put the transparencies at that. I was attached to Bombay, put the bombs on there, and she's ready to go. And I got my I got to get the B29 shaking. So like I say, guys, I got behind a lot of stuff here. You know, this thing, this damn thing, encoder has really got me has got me spinning. And so like I say, it'll wait. This worked quite well. I got better fish to fry, like work on my models, get some videos out on this. So this will be here for this evening. Okay, guys. Yesterday, to my horror, when I woke up, I think everybody knows this worldwide, about that big shooting you had in Las Vegas. My God. That goes shows you what one man can do with an automatic weapon. A one man with an automatic weapon could take a mass of people down with no problem. And that guy was one sick puppy. And to me, it's an act of domestic terrorism, the worst terrorism possible. Foreign terrorism ain't nothing. Domestic terrorism is something. It is something for 2 reasons: because you're an American citizen born in this country, and you trade the red, white, and blue, or whatever country that you stand for, and for something else against everything you believe, and start taking out innocent people. In the first place, this jughead got in mind is he's going to do away with himself, but he's going to make sure he'll take people with him. That's the way it is, this world we live in, guys. It's just, you get somebody disturbed like that. I don't think the guy was disturbed. I think this guy belonged to some kind of organization. And he was ordered to do that. Nobody would flip out and do something like that. I've seen guys lose their noodles a little bit, and they do little rash things, but they come back. But this guy here was like it was a direct order to do so. So it's a mystery of his motivation and what he came from and everything. But my heart and prayers goes out to the deceased and the families that were just that were innocently, stupidly destroyed for no reason at all of an act of hate. My God, I tell you, the way I look at it, guys, I'm 77 years old, and I've seen at least 6, 7 generations in my lifetime. And every generation just gets a little different than the others. And you know, some fellas, like my wife and I was talking to her last night at the hospital. We were talking about things about like, well, Ruth, I'll tell you one, Zach. I'll tell you exactly one thing right now. I said the reason why a lot of society today is they come from broken homes. They don't have a mother. They got a mother and a father, but they're separated. You know, and education system, and there's a lot of things. The environment, you're a product of your environment, and what it all comes down to, guys, is that my generation is I think my generation is responsible for what's shaking today in this country because I'm a World War II baby boomer. I was born right before Pearl Harbor. And my father survived throughout the war. And my brothers and sisters followed when he got out. And a lot of us baby boomers, we came into families that were reunited in 5 years because during World War II, you didn't come home until either you're shot, killed, wounded, come home or you mustered out of service because of injuries, or a final straw until all hostilities come to an end. Then everybody gets to go home and see your families. That's how it was my father. And a lot of fathers that came back from the war were poor. They had no job skills. You had a mass of World War II vets coming back. There's no jobs, no nothing. And my father went to wrestling for a while until jobs came up, and he went and got a good job. And with us kids, we were very, very poor. And a lot of times for Christmas, we had to share our toys. My dad would come home, you know, after the war, you know, look, guys, Frankie, the old slug of the bunch. I can't afford this and that. You don't understand what goes on, what your brothers and sisters don't because they're too young. I said, Dad, I know exactly what you're saying, Pop. I don't want nothing for Christmas. Take my half of the toy. Let Gary have it or Mike have it. So what it comes down to, guys, if you got one of these for Christmas, my brothers and myself had to share this as a Christmas present. 1 week, my brother get to have it. 1 week, my brother get to have it. I eliminated all the red tape. I said, I don't want it. Dad, I understand. Just go ahead and give it to the kids, you know. And a lot of World War II baby boomers like me, as we grew up as adults, remember stuff like that. Then you start having kids. And you get a lot of guys got bad attitudes like this, like, I had nothing when I was a kid growing up. When I started having kids, I'm going to make quite certain they have everything they want. Anything they want, they will get. They ain't going to go without like me. Or maybe they should go out like you. That's the way I look at it. That make them stronger, give them self-reliance, earn to keep with a sweat of thy brow. And everything you buy right here comes out of you, out of your toiling. That's called self-reliance. That's a problem these kids nowadays, you know, they're giving everything in the sun and nothing in return. All you do is teach your kids money grows on trees. You're not teaching all self-reliance. And that's the reason why nowadays all these kids get everything. And we're all guilty of it. I gave my kids things too. I'm guilty of it too. But I did it to an extent. I made sure they worked for it, like the way I worked for it. My dad said, you want this airplane right here? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You owe me, little guy. You owe me. I'll buy you this Canberra. We'll go to the hobby shop. We'll pick this up. You're going to work for it that day. When I bring this thing home, you're not going to work on it until you finish your chores. That's how it was with me. I had to have allowances. I had to work around the house. And my dad said, okay, but before you get this model, you get out in the garage, get those trash cans, clean them out with spick and span, make sure they're good enough to eat out of. And after you do that, there's some silver paint in the garage. I want these trash cans painted silver. There's the address stencil on the garage. I want you to stencil the address. I want these trash cans, after they dry, I want them lined up with paper. Because back in those days, there was no plastic trash liners. It was all newspaper. And you usually had a trash truck come by. You had a swamper and a driver. The swamper rode the back of the truck and grabbed the trash cans, threw it in the dumpster, and threw the trash cans out. You bring trash cans in the house, wipe out clean, put newspaper around it, outside. And that's how it was back in my days. So a lot of kids don't do stuff like that. There are a lot, I'm around a lot of young kids, especially where I work at. And these kids got these crazy looking iPads in their hands. My God, I don't know how to operate them. You know, believe it or not, guys, I don't even have a cellular phone. I have a 1963 turquoise blue rotary phone, Bell telephone, the rotary type. Hello? Frank's not home. Frank's on YouTube. Bye. Click. I don't have that other stuff. It's hard enough for me to do this. It's hard enough for me to load up the encoder. So I keep it simple. KISS. And this is about simple as get right here. Let's see how many viewers I've got now. I got 8 guys out there. I love you guys, man. Thank you, fellas, for hanging in for me. As long as I know you're there, I can perform my show. Okay, those of you guys that came in late, the stragglers came in late, fellas, my humblest apologies to you. Again, keep in limbo for the last 3 days, wasting up useless time. You guys can be doing something, and I can be finishing this up. The final reveal could have been done this 2 days ago, and I could have hopped on the Vulcan. So this will be a final reveal on the camera will be this evening. So right now, guys, the upshot is going to be this. From now on, it's going to be a live show like it is right now, fellas. And you're going to have to comment, you know, after it's uploaded. My chat section don't work. There's a padlock up there for some kind of security measure. That's forbidding me to allow chat in. I don't know why, but I need to free that padlock off. If that chat will work right there, who needs the encoder? Who needs it? It's a waste of time. If that chat would work right there, I'd be one happy dude. And I can compete off you guys and communicate a lot better instead of just figuring things up out of my skull and go ahead and announce it here on a live hangout. As the hangouts progress, guys, as I get better and better, like I said on my first Wednesday night hangout last week, I'll bring out the guitar, play you guys a couple jolly tunes. I know you guys will like that. And we'll get all of these models a little bit and start building some models and talk about the kits and stuff like that. That's what I like to do. It's hard to do when my chat, my communication is cut off. It's one big communications blackout. And I just feed off what's on there right now with 8 viewers and whatever comes up. I tried very hard on the encoder, so I just gave up and threw it in the towel, guys. My wife is doing good. For those that just chimed in, my wife is doing good, and she told me to tell you great guys out there, thank you very much for your thoughts and your prayers for her. My wife is fine. They got rid of the pneumonia out of her left lung right there. Most of her problems is, guys, is that in spite of her age, my wife worries a lot. And she builds up anxieties like most people do in common when we get older. And along with the pneumonia and worries like that brings anxieties. And when those anxieties kick in, it's called referred pain. It sets up pain sensors throughout your body. You think you're going to have a heart attack. You think you're going to have a hyperventilation attack. You think your knees are going to buckle or something. Anything. You convince this mind of anything in your body like that, it can bring it to life. It can bring it to true value of pain and suffering. But most of her problem was that she had pneumonia and she wasn't breathing properly. It's because she was hyperventilating, and with a combination of that and anxiety, and so she's in sick bay, and she comes home today, and she's very good shape right now. Pneumonia is completely gone, and she's ready to come home. So I'll be picking her up probably later on this afternoon. I got to go to the bank and get some money out and get some things squared away. And I got to go to the store, get a few of this, a few of that. And I got to swing on, get hot on this Canberra, get her done for tonight. So I final reveal. And one day next week, I have the final reveal on the Admiral Vulcan. That Vulcan builds fast, ain't much to it. That thing sure has a lot of filler to it, though. Especially on the intake area, man. Whoever, I saw a couple videos, builds, even our beloved Mr. Warren Blanche. He mentioned, oh, hey, Frankie, you're attacking that Vulcan. You better watch out around those intakes out there in the front of the intakes right there. They got some big old trenches, gaps. They were. I had to fill them in with sheet styrene and go ahead and use my favorite filler of choice, which is right here again. This is the best stuff in the world, guys. This is Blazing Buddy. Squadron, other stuff, I just pitch it. It's not good. This stuff is good. This stuff don't shrink. It dries in minutes, so you can sand. Wet, dry, no matter how you want to sand. Again, did I say sanding? Okay, so I got 9 viewers now. I guess old Frankie Dave's doing good right here. Yeah, this Hangout's going to be successful because it's under control. I know it works. And so it's a gorgeous, beautiful day out there, guys. The air quality is very exceptional. It's nice out there, humid-free. That's what kills you out here in Ohio land, guys. It's the humidity. I want to tell you something, fellas. When I got out of the Navy back in 1990, I think I got out in 92 when I got out. And when I got out, I was really, man, and my ex-wife, Brenda, you know, we've been married almost 30 years then, you know, and she wanted to come to Ohio because she's from here. Me, I'm from California. And so everybody say, what's a California boy doing out of Ohio? Well, we get married to a spouse from Ohio, you end up in Ohio. That's how it works. And when I first came out here back in 92, my God, guys, man alive, I'll tell you, I was in for a treat, culture shock. The weather, it got me real good. The humidity and the heat out here, I just couldn't. It was terrible, you know. What gets you bad out here? It's the humidity, and the humidity is along with heat. Summertime, it could be in the 90s, and you got about 78 to 80% humidity on that. My God, it's like going back to Vietnam again, all that humid. It's terrible. So right now, the air quality is very good. With the changing of the earth right now, everybody says global warming, and global warming don't exist. It just right now, guys, this beautiful earth that God created in 6 days and 1 day of rest, he more or less allowed the world to change in phases. The world's been through a lot of phases, fellas, for millions of years. Tectonic plates have shifted. The weather has shifted. And everybody says global warming. It's not. We are just now caught up into this changing of the physical being of the earth itself. And so we got to grow with it. And we got other civilizations before we popped into view, witnessed the same situations of global changing. And so that's the way it goes, guys. Things have changed, people change, world change, everything changes. Time changes, space changes. There's no limit to it. There's no time to it. Everything's infinity. When I dug around my stash, I scared up some old Cleveland model kits I had for years. I think I'll go over and show you guys something right here. You guys stare at the Canberra while I go over and grab this Cleveland kit. I'm going to show you guys something. Where are you? Come out, whatever you are. Come out, whatever you are. I see you here, and I see you there. My God, I got a little personal hobby shop here. I never cease to amaze myself. Okay, guys, here it is again. Okay, guys. I inherited these from my father. My dad had a lot of kits. When he passed back in I believe 1997 when he passed. He was 99 years old. And he said, "Hey, Frank, I'm food worms. I'm out of here." And he says, "Take care of your family and yourself. And you can have the things I have." And I inherited about 50 of these Cleveland kits, 50 of them. I got the Beechcraft Bonanza I had right here. This is 1947. My father bought this back in 1947. I think he paid, the price for this was 50 cents. 50 cents back in 1947. This is a Beechcraft Bonanza. This is the same aircraft that Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper, they all got killed in back in January of 1959. The Beechcraft Bonanza is a very beautiful airplane, the old detail. Now, Cleveland kits by Edward T. Packard. These Cleveland kits are probably the most oldest kits that there are in the history of America. And I guess they quit manufacturing Cleveland kits about as late as the 1960s. And there was a couple floating around, but Mr. Edward T. Packard, his health was kind of failing. Of course, guys, look, when your health fails, everything goes with it. And so is the company, but the company still exists, called Cleveland Air Designs. It's on the internet, so you guys want to get some excellent, beautiful plans to build bosswood kits or make a static kit, is go online to clevelandair.com. And they got all these Cleveland kits like this one here and plans, and they got templates that come with it too to make the bulkheads. Now, I'll move this camera out of the way so I don't get harmed. They wing it over like they did before. This is known as the Industrial Training Series. The Industrial Training Series consists of rubber-powered planes. It actually is more or less, it's elementary design. Now here's the plans here, guys. And it tells you the form of construction on here. The form of construction here is used by half shells. By using the plans out here, you make one shell, then you make yourself a jig and put the fuselage over and set your formers on the other side and do the same. And of course, right here is your normal plan. This is known as the Industrial Series. It's a very simple kit to build, guys. And for 50 cents, you get a hell of a plan of an airplane to build. And these Cleveland kits are very good. Now, this kit is very pristine because I kept this thing in boxes so you won't get harmed. And these Cleveland kits are good, and they're all printed out, and they come with beautiful looking wheels and stuff and everything. I mean, this is a beautiful kit. The die cut. They ain't die cut pieces here, guys. This is old school. You got to cut this stuff out. You got to cut stuff out with an X-Acto knife right here. You got to cut it out with an X-Acto blade like that, and the same. And unbelievable, this wood here is 70-something years old, and it's still in fine shape. That's the Industrial Training Series. And I have another one right here, too, I want to show you guys. Now, this is one of the top line. This is called the Master Series. The Master Series is another level of building, another skill level. See, Cleveland kits, like this company here that made this. This is intermediate and novice type of kit. This is built for rubber power exclusively. And all the rubber power features is designed in the kits I showed you. It's a good kit, guys. It's old, it's very ancient and everything else, but the principle is the same opposed to the designs today. The rubber powered airplanes, and like Willows, Sterling, Easy Built, and whatever else is out there. Here's another one here that I had that I got from my father. This is known as the Master Series. The Master Series is designed for a nail head like me, who skill levels is above intermediate and novice, top builder. And I'll show you the quality of the plans opposed to the plans you've seen on the Beechcraft. Now this is known as, excuse me guys, I don't know if they falls over. This kit here is the P6E Pursuit Ship 1932 P6E Army Pursuit. And here are the plans. Now I want to show you guys something. Edward T. Packer put all these plans right here. And these plans here are engineered by this gentleman. And this model is built from these plans here. You can see the quality. The quality of the plans, the model itself. You can see the detail. You can see the detail on these plans here, guys. How very well detailed these things are. This thing is engineered to precision engineered. Right up there, it has a front view. Has the front view of the plane itself. This thing was built as a model. Now, this ain't a scale. This is built exactly like a real one. So Edward T. Packer, when he designed this airplane, he must have got the real specs of the real airplane, built this. This plan came out, this kit came out, and it tells you the release date on this thing. (1933). This model was purchased in 1933. And it cost $1.98. That was a lot of money. $2 back in 1930s compared to today. Do my math right. There's $10 today, makes $100 50 years ago. $2 back then would be $200 today. $200 today has almost the value of $2 of 1933. That shows you how money is, the wealth of the almighty dollar is going down. And inflation. Every time they print money, the dollar goes down, 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 down. When that dollar is busted, you've had it. There's another form of currency. Euro dollars, gold, silver. Terrible. Kit's pristine, as you can see, guys. A very pristine kit. This thing is 1933. This thing is 86 years old, this model is. 86 years old. Pristine shape. My father and I always kept care of our things. As long as you box them up, keep out of the elements, they'll last forever, guys. When you start getting them out in the elements with dust and that and everything like that, pretty soon a lot of stuff will get a silverfish, everything else will get in there and mess up your model and ruin things. That wood is still fresh as the day it was made 86 years ago. It's amazing how these old kits, how long they last if it is well taken care of. Oh, excellent. 12 viewers now. 12 viewer, thank you very much for chiming me in. And I'm very honored to you guys that came in just now. Again, I can't emphasize any more than I have to right now. And I got to just get it off my chest. I'm very deeply sorry for keeping all you guys in limbo. Trial and error over the stupid quarter thing, whatever it is. I threw the towel in. I gave up. In doubt, stay out. I asked my brother. He'll come in and get things squared away for me. And that's all I can wait. I got patience of an oyster. Oh, wait. This, I know, works. You guys are seeing me. And you guys are probably hearing me. And the thing about my bad part is about me, guys, is I can't feed off you because the feed of the chat is disabled on here, leaving me in limbo. So I got to ad lib everything out of my mind just to keep everything going right now. And for your 12th viewers out there, 11th viewers now, my wife is doing fine. She told me again to give you guys her prayers. Thank you very much for her, for your thoughts and your prayers, and I hope everything's okay. And she's very honored to each one of you guys, like I am. And she goes, I can't believe they got nice people in the place. There is nice people, Ruth. I mean, there's nice people all over the world. You just got to open your eyes and see who's good and who's not good. And old Frankie Day is a pretty good judge of character, as I always treat people fairly. And I don't do stupid things. I'm honest, and I keep going all the time. Well, and my word, modesty, is all I got left in life, along with my age. And I love the community, and I love being here with you guys and sharing my videos and my views. And I'm very grateful. Okay, I'm about ready to put that camera on her legs, and I'm going to start doing the decals. Probably a little bit, extra bit here. I got to get comfortable here right now and probably start working on the decals on this thing. But got another 15 more minutes to let this video go, guys. We're going to call it off for the night. I got to go store and get some stuff. Got to go to the bank. I got to pick my woman up. I got to get this going for tonight's final reveal. Boy, such a lovely day out there. Like a cloud in the sky. Absolutely beautiful. Yep. I wonder what else I got here I can show you guys. I got a lot of things here I got here recently. And yeah, I showed you guys that big V17 I had. I got a lot of stuff here, fellas. I just got thousands of them back there. I even got kits out of the basement all boxed up. I got a lot of people go down there and say, my God, Frank. I say nothing. You guys haven't seen nothing yet. Go out behind my house. There's a big spring house out there. I got 1,800 square feet out there, back of my house out there. And I got a big old 12-foot battleship out there, the USS Missouri, that I built. All of my big grid control ships I got built. And probably this wintertime, I'm going to get started on this thing behind me over here. That big old Matson liner right there. The SS Lurleen out of San Francisco, the Great White Fleet of the cruise lines. I got to get her going. I got a lot of stuff, guys. A lot of stuff. Once I get started, things don't take long to finish them up. I just wasted too much time to upload the encoder and watch other videos of copying their settings and everything. I don't think his computer can handle that stuff. I don't know what's going on. So I just wait till my brother gets in here and he'll get things squared away for me. I'm gonna go down to the hobby shop, pick up some more paint, some more hobby supplies. You know, some Mr. Canberra, I think you're about ready to put you on your pretty legs right now. You're not gonna take off on your back. I'll tell you that for sure. Yep. Yep, she's handling her legs quite well. So I get the decal started on this thing. Got the decals all dry, and so I give it a coat of wash, bring out some weathering in this thing a little bit. Lastly, transparency goes on. The bombardier's window goes on. Bomb bay doors and bombs. That she's done. Oh yes, I got 1, 2 aerials to go on there, and P-top tubes, and she's good to go. This is good kit. This Airfix 148 scale Canberra is good. Is a nice model. It's a shame you don't make it no more because they don't make it no more. I haven't seen any on eBay yet floating around. Maybe, I don't know. I was very lucky to buy this bird. I bought it off Smitty down at the hobby shop. I think like 2007 or something like that. 2008, I don't know. I know it was during the millennial year, earlier and during the millennial year. And last one, so you better get it. Can't make no more. I said, you read my mind, Russ. You read my mind. I imagine they released. They must have reboxed this thing a couple times. I've seen a couple kits on YouTube, different boxing, and of course, the older kits probably. This thing probably came out probably in 1980s. This got to be a 1980s kit. I got these bombs got put on. They've all been put together, sanded down. I got to throw a cool primer on it, painted dark green. That's what the color called out suggests, or OD. And they go into this bomb pile and it fits in the bomb bay. This here don't have a rotary bomb bay. Now the later Canberras, they had which is the later model is the Canberra. When they changed the cockpit arrangement to tandem, you had your ordnance officer behind you, and you had the pilot in front. And instead of having the bomb bay doors that closed, they had the rotary bomb bay door. The same thing that Mr. Glenn Martin incorporated on the Martin P6M Seamaster. So load up a bomb bay on a rotary bomb bay is miles simpler than it is going into a bomb bay with the bomb bay doors open. You gotta take a come along and pull that goddamn bomb up, hook up the shackles and lock them, close the bomb bay up. All you gotta do is lay the bombs on top of the bomb bay itself, go underneath the fuselage, hook it up to the mechanism which operates the rotary device. Once it's engaged, there you go. That's very beautiful engineering. So the later Canberras had that feature, and also the B-57s had that feature. The B-57 and the English electric Canberra are virtually about the same in some differences. Because I think we came around and kind of changed things around on it. Maybe different power plant, different engines, I don't know. But evidently the design is the same. That's where we got our B-57 from. It's from the Canberra because it's such a beautiful looking airplane. The English had beautiful looking airplanes. I mean, I love English aircraft, and there's something about them, the engineers that built those things. For example, like Barnes Wallis, who worked, Dr. Barnes Wallis, who worked for Vickers Aircraft Company, who designed the R01 dirigible that its demise, it went down during a storm or something like that. Some kind of fatigue it went down on, and also designed the geological fuselage of the Vickers Wellington, old Wimpy. And also his most famous ingenious design was the skipping bomb on the dam busters in the 617 Squadron. Guy Penrose Gibson was the commander of that squadron of the 17 Lancasters that departed for the dam bombing mission. Only a few got back, and Dr. Barnes Wallis says, my God, loss of aircraft, loss of men. I considered this mission was a failure. He felt very bad at the loss of airmen, and Guy Penrose Gibson kind of comforts said, no, Mr. Barnes, Mr. Wallace, and says, He said, it wasn't. It's just casualties of war. I said, the mission was successful. He did his job. And from now on, the air marshal, I think it was Bomber Harris back then, goes up to old Barnes Wallace and says, from now on, Mr. Wallace, you can sell me a pink elephant and I'll buy it off you. And they were very amazed. And he asked him, I ask you a question, where do you get that idea about ricocheting, making a skip bomb like that? He says, actually, it wasn't my idea at all. And so whose idea was it? It was from Nelson on the HMS Victory. He figured when the ship would heel the port as he's crossing the T or the starboard, if he can get those guns down, he can actually get more elevation on the cannonballs. If he can ricochet the cannonballs off the water, because I'll tell you one thing, guys, is the only way to take down a man of war back in the 17th century, 18th century, is by dismasking. If you dismast a vessel like that, it's useless. It's a shooting duck. It's easy pickings. Anybody can take it off, and pretty soon it's boarded and captured. So Barnes Wallace, like he told Bomber Harris, I've got that idea from Lord Nelson in the Battle of Nile. He says, by taking the ship and turning hard to starboard or hard to port, when you're turning hard to starboard or turning port, the ship will heel. So it's the inertia of gravity, like driving a car. When you drive a car, when you're turning this way, you're going to turn this way because it's the gravity. And as the ship will heel as it turns, he can fire those projectiles, and those 32-pounders can shoot those cannonballs, and they can ricochet off the water, and it'll get some kind of elevation, hit the mast of a ship, take out the mast. Because they had all kinds of doggone, a ball and chain they used as armament. They known as called a cuff, which was a chain. It's a ball. It had a chain on it, and that was used to take out deck personnel. When he fired that 32-pounder, that bomb, that projectile would open up, it'd be chained together, it'd whip around, and it could take out a lot of people. Most of the damage done in a man of war at close quarter during bombardment and broadside shellings are splinters. Most of the fatigues came from splinters. If you hit a goddamn piece of wood, guys, and it shatters the splinters. Splinters is like the same thing as shrapnel with wood. It could cause a lot of damage. So that's how he got that idea from the bouncing bomb, and it worked very well. It was never used again. At the time, it was useful. Then we got the idea from Dr. Barnes Wallace by using those old B-25s with the New Guinea air Apaches. They used those as skip bombing, a technique that they were used during the Army Air Corps during the shipping lanes. It's called they call that the highway from Tokyo, the Tokyo Express, because they always had the special routes to go to the islands, island hopping campaign, and they unload troops, provisions, war supplies, everything, and because that's what the Japanese did. It's called the Tokyo Express. It's a special express route that went to the St. George's, the Solomon Islands, all throughout the islands throughout the South Pacific. And they all were actually under rule of Japan. And whoever lived there ain't lived there no more. They did the same thing like they did in China. They executed them. They got rid of them. And so we got rid of the ships. That's how we got the idea from Barnes Wallace for the B-25s. They get down to low altitude. When they get at the masthead altitude, they release that bomb and go back up, and that bomb would go bunk, 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 bam, hit the ship and boom. So they were very, very successful, the air Apaches, when they used the skipping bomb technique, even parachute bombs. So they got a lot of that technique from the English, from Barnes Wallace. It was very effective. It was very useful at the war. But the dam busting raid was useful at the time. It was never repeated again, but using 4-engine bombers at a low altitude of 60 feet, dropping goddamn silver objects and ricochet and stuff. That was a very, very ingenious idea. It worked very well. It did slow down the war effort for a while, but it regained. So actually, it was like a Doolittle raid. The damage was very minimal, but it was psychologically it worked. So they started strengthening up a lot of their resources. Yep. That'd be that with that story. Okay, guys, I get that Vulcan going after a while. After I get this this watch and I get this camber all done. So I'm gonna start getting the decals done on it and get it all completed. Stands on legs very well. Got a little bit of dust off there. Got it off. Got it off. Pans the bill like the pilot, this guy. Camera comes with three figures. The two are right behind the pilot. You got your radio operator, probably a navigator, or ordnance officer, where you could be. This is a very fascinating looking airplane. It looks pretty mean. Phone is ringing right now. I think that's my wife wanting to come home. You guys stare at the camera. I'll be back about 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes, fellas. God bless you guys. La 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 la. Mama's coming home. Mama's coming home, Raleigh. That was my wife that called, guys. I got to go pick her up from the hospital. I'll go another 5 minutes with this and I'll call it quits for the day. I got to get hot on this so I can make the final reveal today. And I get that going. So I got a lot of stuff out there to be doing, guys. A lot of builds coming your way. And we got Christmas. We got not Christmas, Jesus. Don't mention Christmas. But you know, a lot of talk about Christmas. They got down Christmas. They got down at everywhere I go. They got Christmas stuff out. Here it is. Not even Halloween yet. Not even Thanksgiving. That's what it's all about. Okay, guys. Right now, we're going to go ahead and end this video. Right now, the phone's ringing again. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. God bless you guys. I'm very deeply sorry about not having this encoder running so I can have a proper hangout, but it'll come, guys. It'll come. So have patience. This is Frankie Day signing off. God bless you guys. Make Mama happy. She's happy. I'm happy. And I'll catch you guys on the final reveal on the Canberra. Thanks, fellas. God bless you.